Join PARIPESA and access top bonuses, cashback, free bets, and many more.
Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to ZMB Talks. You already know my name is Edna, and I am the People's Bay. Now, shout out to PARIPESA. In case you haven't opened an account with them, please do so right now by visiting their website, which is www.paripesa.com, and use our promo code ZMBTalks. You do have ZMB. You do have a welcome bonus. Once you do that, if you use our promo code, you get up to 2,600 free bets. So please do that, please. Now, my guest today is, I'll be very honest, somebody who made it off TikTok, and I didn't go chasing to know the sound. You know, that type of thing. You've heard the song and do not know the person. So I'm here to find out how and why that happened, okay? And everybody in my comment section has been like, we need people from Southern Province. But I love the fact that we didn't have to follow this person again. They followed us, said, no, these are our requirements. I'm like, okay, great. We're going to meet the requirements, and now we are here. So because of that, respect, shout out. Now, just like his name, he carries the crown. Crown, and we're going to find out if somebody who carries a crown is the king. So who's going to be the king of the South? Ooh, Mr. Crown. Munishe.
Teacher, maningi for welcoming us.
To our Dumba, even us for reaching out. I don't know how I cannot speak Tonga, but I went to Macha Girls.
You were a very bad seed that went to Macha Girls. Typical in the village. Macha Girls is in the village. You were in the village, but you couldn't grasp even a single word.
Can you imagine? At least maybe I can understand.
Just for today, tell the people of Southern Province to say Mundiregerere.
Mundiregerere. Meaning what?
She has apologized. Please forgive me.
Please. And I do have a lot of friends from Southern Province, though. Okay. Like the people I went to the same school with. What school did you go to?
Namwala High School.
Namwala.
The biggest government school in the English.
It's the biggest government school.
When were you at Macha Girls?
I was there for like a year or two. I completed 2013.
That time we were already farmers in the village.
No, so you're a farmer?
Yes. It's just a tradition for us there. That's a place for farmers.
Oh. So you're a well-known farmer that side?
I'm not a well-known farmer.
Is that how you've been able to...
It's very difficult when you are living in a place where everybody is a farmer. There's no well-known farmer. Yeah, everybody is just a farmer. That's what they depend on.
When I said king, we're going to find out who's going to be king of the South, I've noticed like most of the people that come from Southern Province artists, they try to dent this image like we do not like King E-list. So I just want to get your perspective, seeing to it that you're someone from the Southern Province, you're representing Southern Province really well right now. Okay. What is the image King E-list that side?
The image of King E-list is the same image you see him, right? He's someone who pioneered the part of Southern Province music which you people never expected. His first video was very explosive. Everybody was just like, this is this guy. Yeah, he's a very good friend of mine. If you check my contacts, he's the last person I talked to.
Yeah?
Yeah, I saved him as a...
So when King Iles was happening in that music video at first, what were you doing as Mr. Crown?
I was not doing music that time.
You were farming?
I was just Ngandu Bright in the township. I was just there. I was in Choma that time. I was not singing.
Oh, you were in Choma?
Yes.
Okay. So, if I take you way back, so you went to Namwala. How do you find yourself in Choma?
Because I was in Namwala High School then.
Okay, Namwala High School, yeah.
So from Namwala High School, after grade 12, I'm like, okay, let me go to the town so that I pursue life there. Then I went to Choma. When I reached Choma, I was just there staying with my auntie. I was just there within Choma trying to figure out what I would do next. Then I was just there. Then I started singing, like doing professional music in 2018.
Ah.
By then, you had already heard of Iris, right?
Yeah. Why did you start doing music?
I just loved singing. I loved singing from childhood. Even when the others were singing, I would get their songs, listen to them, then I try to imitate how they are singing. Oh, this one sings very well. I like this one. Oh, I like JK. I know I like this one. This one no. No, this one not. Yeah. But mostly I used to listen to Lucky Dube, listen to Senzo. Then I also listened
Tanzania music, no?
That time, no. That time there was no. We only heard of Mr. Nice.
Mr. Nice, yeah.
That was before. Then I started listening to likes of JK and stuff. I met this Tanzanian music just recently, like maybe 4 years ago.
So do you intentionally want to sound like you're from Tanzania? Or
I'm even shocked that you are saying I sound like Tanzanian, but because I don't even know that.
Oh.
Of course, you're not the first one to say that. People say you sound like you're from East Africa. Others say, no, you sound like Eddie Kenz. Man, I'm singing according to my culture. It's just because you've never heard someone who was raised in a very traditional way where they do, you know, our traditional music.
What's the traditional music?
That you know that. So when you get those melodies,
welcome, gentlemen.
Yes. When you get those melodies and mix them with the contemporary Zambian music and try to make it like sound according to the standard of Zambian music, you discover that you try to push your vocal. You like it, you still get back to your tradition. So people would say, okay, he sounds like he's from Tanzania. The people from Malawi are saying, no, he's from Malawi. People from Congo, they're like, no, he's from Congo. I'm like, guys, I am me from Zambia. Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to understand, like, how did we get to where you are now, right? So now you moved to Choma, you started doing music 2018. What was the first song that was out? Like, is it the farming that sponsored the music? How is the music sponsoring the farming? How is it going now?
No, music was just its own. It was just out of passion. I was just singing. You know, there's a guy they call Mpande. You know Mpande, right? You should know Mpande from today.
Who's Mpande?
Again, you should say Mundi Legere, because everybody from Southern Province and across Zambia, they know Mpande.
Okay.
So we're going to the studio together. He kept on singing. You know, he's like, no, you can also sing. Just add the vocal. He just add the vocal. I would add. And I was like, okay, this is good. Then later on, he said, but you can also do your own. Try one. I did the first one. People in the studio were like, wow, this is very good. This is very good. So if you listen to my first song that I recorded way back, you'd be able to say that, okay, this guy was not copying from, was not trying to sound Tanzanian. This is the way he sings. So I kept on.
What is his first song? What is the title?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Crown, I'm sorry. So I kept on recording. So to get here where I'm seated with Edna, it's been a long journey.
Yeah.
Like,
which song made you known, like, by people in Southern Province?
In Southern Province, the first song was Namalambo.
Namalambo.
Yeah. You might have heard the song, but of course you never knew.
Do you mind helping just
at that point, when I did Namalambo, people were saying, no, you sound like you're from Congo.
Can you sing it maybe?
I sing it for you.
Yeah.
Nindaga mubona nkende ndaguli bingi ndagatinda mujana mebo moye na busimbo chana bamaguwa baramwebela mbaebela ngombe yakumala chana bonse mama baraebela mbaebela shungu na mtitima pakari mwinda solele nanda mubuya ina watindimela malambo zwagujiguni ndakati ndimuna chikantambeba mambana nyawa wandikonda moina malambo kalamba ndavindavinda pamba vandituma chokere kung'anda ndakati lindira menkwambire na malambo chimo chako chandikonda me amoyo wangu latunta. You have taken captive all my heart, baby. You have taken captive of my son, Amalambo.
You can actually
I
sing.
can take on commandos for you, baby. I can take on marines for you, Namalambo. Hang, Umeta Mwetava, Manamalambo. Owenda Gubota, Mwena Malambo. Gosega Segava, Manamalambo. Owenda Gubota, Mwena Malambo. That was the first one. Like,
Okay.
This. Song. People are like, you should check for it. It's there on.
It's on your YouTube
Boom
channel.
Play. It's
Okay.
It's on there on Boom Play. That song, man. Very beautiful song.
Okay, we'll check it out.
Yeah.
We shall definitely check it out.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's the first song in 2018.
That's the song that came. I'd done songs, but that's the first song that grabbed everybody's attention. Like, this song. That song, even if it plays now, you'd say, no. Why don't we know this song? This song,
Like seeing where you're coming from, yeah, and the type of sound. Like, you're really talented. I didn't know. I thought it was just going to be like, you know. But you can actually sing. Are you? And the fact that now there's this thing of people labeling, you know, on the internet. Are you not scared of being labeled village boy, village music, village sound?
But I don't know how they are going to label it, because I represent my culture. Because you also have your own culture. Maybe you were raised in an urban environment. It's the ghetto culture you're going to represent. So you not feel ashamed if you say, you know, from the ghetto. If you are from the village, you are from the village. Yes, we are from the village. We are from Dundumwezi. We feed the nation. We are farmers. You know, we are very proud. So whatever people would say, there's no problem. All I want is to send the message to the world. I sing love songs. I sing love songs that have to do with peace, unity. As long as they get the message, there's no problem.
Speaking of love, are you married?
No, I'm not.
Why not
But
married?
I'm just doing music because I feel that when there is love at home, it means there will be peace. Then the children will be happy. They'll go to school happy. They'll be able to learn. There'll be no trauma. You get?
You come from a happy home, Aisha.
Yeah, because my father is a very good man.
Okay. When are we dancing, Mr. Crown?
Whenever God allows, you're going to dance. So I cannot say the date.
Hey, okay. I hear you. Okay. Ish, now, from that song, which song did we move to now, and then when did the recognition start to come in?
So from Namalambo, that song we did, like around the whole southern province, that this is something we've never heard. So I moved, because that one was playing just within southern province, and then after some time it moved to the city here. The common radio, shout out to them, they were playing that song. You should play that song, Namalambo. We should play it.
I'll play it.
Man.
I promise, I'm gonna play it.
Just Namalambo. You have taken
Who does it
my
feature?
heart, babe.
Who does-
Nobody.
Exactly.
Just
I'm going to play it
hit-
because it doesn't have
hit of all
MK.
times.
I'll feel and
Timeless,
play.
man. After 20 years, you play it to sound the same.
I'll play it.
Yeah.
So why were you courageous enough as an upcoming artist not to feature anyone on your song?
Because that style was just played the song. I was like, this is different. I want to sing here.
Then from that song, which one was the next one now?
After that song, we went to do a song titled Zanga, because there are some people were saying the Namarambo type, the slow is in a slow rumba style, you get. So people are like, you also need something that hits hard. Like when it plays in the club, it has to hit hard, big time. So we did a song titled Zanga. When you search on YouTube, you say Mr. Crown, Zanga. It's a nice song as well. So I kept on building from there. So just started doing singles. Then until 2022, was that 2022? The next feature, or I did a song with Elest, okay?
So you've known King Iles from way back.
Yeah, I did a song with King Elest. It's in the trap form.
Okay.
Yeah, that form, having a King Elias, we did a song very nice. Then from there we moved in. Then after King Elias feature, I did my own songs. Then the next feature was the 10 of 10 album. I'm sure you heard of it. Then from Southern Province, people selected Mr. Crown. So okay, present.
How did you even find the name Mr. Crown?
How I found, because there's this thing of the king of Okarindura, the king of hip hop, the king of what? So what defines the king? When the king pops up here, the royal standard, of course, is the crown. You get, no matter what happens, he may be small or what, but when he pops up, you see the crown. You're like, okay, there comes the king.
So then Mr. Crown.
Yes.
I used to take it. Okay, sorry.
So I wanted to. I didn't want to be called the king of what. No, I don't want that confusion.
That's Mr.
I wanted
Crown.
to be the standard of kingship, and picked the crown itself and put it on me, attach it to me, so that it becomes the standard.
And it's fitting in well.
Thank you.
Mr. Crown, Chalo. Interesting. I used to consider music as a hobby now, because when you're starting, it was just like a hobby, right? So right now,
let me use the word passion. I just want to sing. When you offend me, I may not say things, but I just want to sing and calm myself down. Yeah, that's me. When things are very difficult for me, I feel like, let me sing, then I'll feel better.
So when you're starting to do that, like, did you also like consider age when you're starting in 2018?
In 2018? And no, because for me there was nothing attached to it. Like, maybe I have to be like this, I should. For me it was just passion. Like, because I would see my grandfather is singing in church. For me it was just passion.
Who kind of like inspired you from Southern Province?
Someone inspiring me from Southern Province.
Like any artist from Southern Province that you look up to, besides King Elias?
There was an artist called Smokey Hangalas. He sang was it 4 minutes? Was it 6 minutes song with 3 sentences? Not even a sentence, 3 phrases. 3, like each phrase like 4 words. You know that song?
Yes.
One sentence. Two sentences made the song of all times to date. It's your hit.
Yeah.
So every time I sit, when I was trying to, let me give you this picture. When I tried to venture into the main Zambian music, I began by studying Smokey Hangalas music. Smokey Hangalas made it to the Midlands, like across the country, with a song that only had two sentences. So what was the secret behind? Then I went to the music by other musicians like Yomaps. Went back to Yomaps' music. What makes Yomaps' music tick the way it's doing? So I found a very close similarity with him and Smokey Hangalas.
Yeah, which is what now?
The same simplicity does it. The whole song, 3 sentences, it is done. Finally, naipenda mambo yanga, finally. The whole song is just finally to the end. 2-3 sentences in between, it's done. Yadirikanyika mwaka inda barangombe, 2 sentences is done. Namonga ye. 3 sentences is done. So I'm like, why should I waste time? This is not the Congolese are so poetic. They can write the whole 2 pages of a song. I'm like, okay, my environment is different, so I need to do according to what they would accept. Simplicity does it. Let me do something very simple now. Go strike, don't go away. Give a brief background, then keep people singing don't go away, because that's the main reason.
Okay, before we get to that, how earlier on you also mentioned to say you didn't really have the knowledge on how to push music so that it's able to reach Lusaka, but just like within your confined space. Yes. So then how did you gain that knowledge to know to say, okay, music, I think you do this? And also, is it easy to push music back in Southern Province?
It's not easy to push music in Southern Province. I think just like in any other province or anywhere, it's not easy. But as I said, I'm from Southern Province, born Southern Province, education Southern Province. So I studied media at Trusang University. I'm in the 4th year, I'll be done very soon. So I'm studying media. I meet professors at Trusang University from different countries. A certain guy, professor, is teaching me media things. Then I begin to study your program, this same program, how you do it, how you ask people questions. I begin to tap something in what the professor is saying. It's a whole study. So I'm like, okay, how do we...
Don't say that, for real?
How do we strike in the middle and like the whole Lusaka? I posted something before our latest song. I was like, when we do this song, after I was done with all study, I was like, when we do this song, we want to hit Lusaka, then hit Copper Belt. Within 24 hours, the whole Zambia has to catch the fire. So it sounded like comment. I had done my homework.
I heard someone, you did your homework, yes, I respect that, but I heard someone is one that made it blow on TikTok. I heard it's some lady that made it blow on TikTok.
Someone made it blow on TikTok. So can I tell you something? Shout out to that girl, Foster, blessed child of God. She never knew what was happening. She just picked it. But there's one thing you need to know. She picked it last month. But the song, you know where it was at that time? It was already at 1.5 million views.
On YouTube?
Yes. It was already everywhere. So she was also introduced to the song by someone immediately, you get. So then there's a theory I called behind media control, because I knew it was expensive to get the mainstream of the media to handle my projects, to promote mine. So I decided to use what we called, the professor said, behind media controller, where we let the media be, let the media, mainstream media be, then use the people that are not in the mainstream, because they don't censor, they don't edit, they push content as it is. And we had to put down the song from TuneCore and everything, so that media controller works like everybody can push the content. So when we did that, by the grace of God, someone picked it immediately. Kuna pita che like, I think 4 days after I'd put it down from TuneCore, then that's when it just started taking off on TikTok.
Okay. And how did you start to learn about these things now? After doing your homework, like who did? Oh, you said you studied on YouTube and everything else, right?
I studied media. You get? I'm a media student.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So
makes sense.
What I learned from class and what I see you guys doing here in Lusaka, then I'm like, okay, where is the gap?
Okay, so if we were to give you the next song, if you were to do the next song, you use the same strategy, or if you were to study, you think is it not that you think? Are you sure it's going to?
It has to be different, of course, because theories differ. My professor was teaching us counter media diffusion. For don't go away, the first theory we wanted to use was counter media diffusion. I was telling people that every time you consume content from Copperbelt, from Lusaka, when you're going to do your own, I begin by provoking them. Like they have to wake up and understand that they can also do something. Okay, so that was the first theory we used. Then we came to behind media control, because every theory can only take you up to a certain extent. So if I'm to do another project, I have to look at it. Okay, what's the best way?
Okay.
When God accepts, helps, it goes through. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does.
But with God, the fact that you're also including God most definitely will.
Yeah,
Now, how do you help someone from Southern Province who does not have the opportunity to sit in class like you and learn and apply the knowledge that your lecturers are telling you, apply it in publishing your music? How do you help a basic child like
Sometimes
that?
when I get into the ghettos back home, see the struggle the guys are going through, and my own struggle, you look at, first of all, the studio, not like this one. Yeah, so I'm like, this guy,
I'm sorry.
This guy is super talented. How can he make it? Yes, he's talented. The media things are very expensive. He cannot afford. He doesn't have the knowledge. Sometimes here's the problem. It takes the professor to explain to me, okay, it has to go like this. Like the first 2 months, I couldn't understand what the professor was saying, but after some time, I grasped everything, you get. So that person, what has been happening at Swapapakat, I've been telling the guys the same things I've done. I've been open. Sometimes I'm explaining things to people. Sometimes they don't understand what I'm saying. But again, it's very difficult to dwell on something, keep on explaining something to someone who may not understand when you have other things also to push, you get. But I would say to those who are still in the struggle like everybody else, they should be open to new ideas. That's what I have to say. Be open to new ideas. If you do not understand the idea, but if someone has used it and it worked, you tried yours, it never worked, try to borrow the wisdom and apply it as well.
Awesome. So the fact that the song that you sang for me, the one that the first song, you sounded like you're from Congo. This one, they're saying you're sounding like you're from East Africa. How do you define your sound?
How I found my sound.
How do you define it?
How I define my sound. It's very traditional sound. As I said, I kept on studying different things. Studied media. Then how you do your music here in Lusaka. I started with Smokey Hangalas, come to Yomap, start the whole African musical landscape, so to say. So you discover that I wanted a song that would grasp the attention of everybody that hears it instantly. But for that to happen, it's either I attract you through the melody, the two words that you may understand, just like that. So I can define my music as a holistic approach type of music where my aim is to spread the word to the whole of Africa. This is why on this song, Don't Go, I keep on saying song of the nation, song of all Africa, because it's the music that I want to take to everybody.
Okay. Why did you? Maybe you did. Maybe I could have missed it. This narrative of coming to the industry and dissing someone and you're doing the same thing with. Surprisingly, you collaborated with Yomaps and like having to diss him in order to write. How did it happen?
My passion is music, so I have no hard feelings. I don't have to begin a fight with someone whose passion is just like mine. All I seek is collaboration with people who we share the passion you get. So the Yomaps feature came as a surprise even to me. I never planned for it.
What happened? How did you meet? Who made it possible? Who made it work?
We first did the 10 of 10 album. Then the 10 of 10 album came out like this. Mark II said we are going to drop songs one after the other. So my song dropped, like they told me to drop on Tuesday, okay? Then Yomaps' song Try Again drops on Monday. You understand the impact of Try Again, you know it. Drops Try Again on Monday. Then Mark II says your song is dropping tomorrow on Tuesday. It's dropping the following day on Tuesday. Would people pay attention as you may wish? Of course not, because the big guy has dropped his song. Then after 4 days, Yomaps drops his album, Try Again. So my song is like crushed in between. And I am pushed into deeper studies about what Yomaps music is like. So the next thing I do a song with J-Max, things don't seem to work the way I want. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Then remember, the person who produces these two songs is Stash, produces Kumbele, the 10 of 10. Again, he does the one we did with J-Max. He produces it. But the statement that he said that caught my attention was like, your talent is different. I want you to come back again and work on something. We have tried the two now. Let's do another one. So this one, when I went back home, I did everything I could. I sold my few belongings, which I knew that this one is sellable. Even if I sell it, I'll still.
When you say belongings, you mean the cows?
Everything I depend on, like I sold. So I came up with a budget of like 55 to 57,000. Yeah, there was audio, logistics, video, promotion, everything. That because my studies tells me this is what I'm supposed to do. Then I come to Lusaka, I meet Stash. He says, okay, let's start the project. We begin the project. Tariza nyimbo nachaya record na series everything I've recorded. Then Stash Angara, he asked me a question. He's like, do you understand what you've just done? Like, no, I've recorded anything. Is there anything wrong? He says, no, you've done one of the biggest songs that will live a test of time, and I don't know what you can do, because this song has to hit instantly. It has to take off, because if we wait for it will be crushed. So we need to to get you a big feature that people will be rushing for that feature, then they get the message and the song will take off. What's that big feature? I don't want a feature at that time. I told him from the start, from the beginning. He says, no, I want you to get your maps. Like I don't want to feature your maps on this song.
So initially you didn't even want to feature
you can call Stash and ask him. I told him I don't want to feature anyone on this song. He said, no, feature your maps is a big. I don't want to feature anyone. My budget is strict. It is 50,000 plus. Nezo calculate kudara in a promotion 25 penny and I end up with you zap it. He said, no, bro, you have to. So we kept on. We were working on the same song for 3 days, continuously, until we had to call. He told me, okay, Mr. Crown, what do you do? Because what I feel is that this song is bigger than you. It's bigger than me. We have to do this for the whole industry. When we do this song, it has to hit the whole industry. It catches the international attraction. So let's do something. Let's agree. Then I was like, okay, call my manager. You agree. Then he called my manager. You see that gentleman there? You see that gentleman? That's my manager.
Okay. So
they call him. I never wanted to listen to the conversation because I was afraid he would say, yes, feature, get the feature. And I don't know, whatever they did, then they agreed, no, get him. No. So, budget disturbed. You know the charges, okay? My budget was 55, 57,000. So now they're saying, we get your maps. Automatically, I knew the budget was going to overshoot.
How much did you pay maps?
Hey man, I would not say the exact figures because some things were not coming in there as in actual cash. You get a lot of things, logistics. You have to get this, you have to provide the ABCD.
But it was over the 57,000 that you paid.
The whole project went up to 120.
So where did you get the other balance?
So after my money was finished now, there's a guy called Smarambo Makamo back home. Shout out to him. And John Mambo, Big John. From Mons, they came in. There is a guy we call Troni Muntengwa. Many people came in, Mr. Dirionong. They're like, no, your project is too big. We can't let it down. So at that time, I'd already planned the video. I'd written the script. I'd sent it to Rico. You know Rico Jamal, right?
Oh, that's my boy. Rico is the reason I am here today.
Yeah?
Yeah, Rico shot my first show.
Very good.
Yeah.
So I sent him the script. He's like, this is very good. Then I organized all the people. The model was from Botswana. The other one was from South Africa. Because I wanted, that was my...
So you flew them in?
No. They were already here.
Okay.
So like, I want, you guys can do this. We said, we are going to act. Then there were other two guys and 2 ladies from Ireland, the doctors. They were in Mons. I showed them my story. This is the story I want to act. So what do you think? Like, no, we want to be part of the story. This is big. This is very big. So as we do all that, then your maps, they don't know what we have done. As we are pursuing your maps, so we want you now for the video ABC. They have no idea the kind of script we have written. It's already done. They have no idea. Only recall myself and the manager knew what was happening. So after some time, fast forward, we got your maps to Tamfakapo. We acted this story.
So it was really easy to get maps because you're using Stash.
Stash is the one. No, it was not easy still. If you call Stash, you ask him today, he would tell you maybe a lot of things. It was not easy because of his schedule and stuff. Yeah. So in Apanga, your maps are recorded nyimbo. They are with Stash. Stash who hunted him, Mampeza, he records. Yeah. Me, I'm not there at that time. Because after I was never interested in the feature. That's
I remember.
Because I had done my homework. So as he records, he sent me the song. In Kuja, I write, the script is done. I record Jamal to Monze. We shoot the whole storyline in Monze. It's done. I don't know if you watched Don't Go.
Yeah, I've watched the video.
It's done. Then now the last part was to pursue your maps. We kept on pushing to get him. Very, very difficult. Of course, for me, it was very difficult. You know, the idea of, just like you had in mind, you never knew I could sing. You expected maybe someone who would say something very negative, very different. So maybe that was in his mind. So by the time they are saying, okay, let's do the video, and we make them listen to the song, the final copy of the song, we do the shooting. They have no idea of how the main video looks like. You get.
What was your reaction when you heard your map's voice? Very soon.
I jumped like I won UEFA. I was like, yeah, good, you have gotten the big guy. Because I never wanted the feature. But the fact that it was possible, I was very happy. So After the whole thing was done, we published the video. And we produced the video first day. It was like numbers going up, and I was very happy. And I was like, no, the theories are working. Yeah.
So have you made that 120 back?
No, as in the hard cash.
Yes, but from the song itself. But have you made
the actual money, as in the money that I spent? Have I made it back? No.
Not yet.
No. This is what happened. When I was doing the song, I was not doing it for the purpose of returning even the 50.
I know, but you cannot. I know, but then from the show bookings, from the streams, from the thing. You're like, oh, okay, it was actually worth it.
According to how things are happening now, the money that is coming in through the streams and stuff, it's very possible to go far, far beyond the 120.
Managers, how much have you made off YouTube so far?
It's a lot of money.
Like how much?
No, we can't say.
Okay. Don't tell us the exact amount, but how much have you made just off YouTube?
We haven't had time to really calculate because we've just been like when it comes we withdraw because we don't just.
How much? Okay, what was the last time you withdrew? How much was the last money?
Withdrawing 2 months now, because we don't just get money from YouTube. We also get from the distributing company.
Oh.
So it's not, I'm sure you know how music.
I know.
Ditto, TuneCore, these guys who distribute music on Boomplay, and so we collect revenues from all these other streams.
But why?
By the way, we haven't withdrawn money up by YouTube. I'll not tell you how much.
And why have you guys managed? But when I'm wakangi, or like when I ask an artist, say how much money have you made off? Is it from the streaming platform? They say nine siniziva. Good guys wanna steal us, but how are you guys managing to get your own money yourselves?
The reason why we are doing it ourselves is because as soon as we saw that our music was taking off, we decided to learn some of the basics of music management. That is music uploading. Because some of these guys give other people to upload music, but we have been doing it ourselves from way back. So we learned how to upload music and how to withdraw monies from all these platforms. So our first distributor was TuneCore. So we learned how to withdraw money from TuneCore. So we don't have to tell somebody else to do it for us. Yes, and that's what we've been doing. So whenever some dollars come into TuneCore account, we withdraw it using Pioneer, and definitely it goes into our account.
He said he's doing it for the passion.
Yeah, of course, but you can do it for the passion, but finances are very important.
And my question is, what's your future for him?
First and foremost, I met him way back. We met in university. I think, is it 8 or 9 years ago? That's one thing people don't know. So I saw his talent. I saw the passion, that fire burning inside him. He has the voice, and I told him from the onset that look, we're gonna have to push this music until it gets to the highest level, and we started from there.
You're also from Southern Province?
Yes, I'm from Southern Province.
Same university.
We met at Rusangu University. And
he's a degree holder, this gentleman. It is very late.
Yeah, so
okay.
So basically, we've been managing music, and away from passion, of course, we've been managing our finances. We are not saying our finances are huge. No, not yet.
Not yet.
No, because our music has just taken off. Yeah, so.
Okay. Just
yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right. Okay.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Then also, like, in terms of impact, what impact are you trying to have? And now, like, I'm seeing a lot of southern province artists coming up on the rise. Tonga, something.
Yeah, Tiger.
There's my girl Roxton.
Yeah.
You know. So with all these emerging artists from southern province, what impact are you trying to bring to the industry?
We want to do music that can change lives. We don't want to do music that can get you dancing because you are drunk, then it ends there. Water, yes, and some
you
other.
look like one who doesn't drink.
So we want music that can have impact. Some people call me directly, they comment, they're like, we had problems with my wife, but when we just played Don't Go Away, everything changed. I tell you, that statement keeps me going, because when we did the song Don't Go Away, the aim was to build homes, you get, to mend broken relationships. And when people are saying now things are fine because of that song, I feel that that's the impact I've always wanted, and I pray God will keep it that way.
Interesting. So what's the next project you're working on? What's next for Mr. Crown? What's good in short?
The next from Mr. Crown is more music, more interaction with you, with many other guys. So you have a duty from here. I saw you in TZ doing all those interviews with big guys. Your duty is to get Mr. Crown to the outside of this world. Remember, this same song we're talking about here, Don't Go Away. A lot of people are claiming that others is from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. But you, the owners, what are you doing? Nothing. Edna, People's Bay. I'm going to disown you. I'm going to say she's not my babe. Because you have to do something. Let's show the world, okay, this is the song of all Africa, but it's from Zambia. It's our song, you get. We want to keep doing more music that will impact the whole of Africa and the world at large.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble or anything, but would it have been a hit with or without your maps?
At the time I was doing the song, let me say this. When we recorded the song, after I was done, I'd poured my emotions, everything was done. Then Stash told me, it's like, you've recorded one of the biggest songs I've ever heard. This is going to be a hit, like it or not. Iya hitting akudara. Oro inenenzo imvera che roke ni hit che nyimbo imve. Nyimbo ingati ni hit imamveka che. With or without your maps, God had already given us an approval. It's a hit. And this is why if you see how the song was promoted, you discover that the promotion was done in the background much by my team. You wouldn't see. Did you see people from Southern Province promoting the song? Did you see?
I don't know. I can't really do that.
You don't know. You don't know how this thing was done. I wish there was enough time. I was going to tell you the whole thing. But can I give her the picture? Yeah. The whole picture. This was done. It's planned. The song is planned, and the budget is there. We want this song to hit Lusaka and Copperbelt because these places are very stubborn when it comes to accepting content from other parts of the country. You get. So we apply two theories: counter media diffusion and behind media control. Media professors would understand. So we begin by covering our best Southern Province. We don't want people to accept at that point content from the other part. For the purpose of that project first to be heard, then others would follow. We succeed. We get the guys. We get Tiger, the musicians from Southern Province. Everybody stands together. It's okay, guys. You have to tell the people that now they have to stream. Don't go away, strictly, and the guys do that. First phase is done. Second phase, we begin to publish that content on TV station, online. Things are working. Then we begin to pay TikTokers to do the same challenges with the song, and things are working. It's sticking. Then at some point we discovered that this song, when someone is, because behind media controller doesn't use these traditional medias, even the TuneCo stuff, people do it the way they want. So I discovered that if someone plays the song in the club, then they upload the clip on TikTok. TikTok would automatically mute the sound. You get. So I told the manager, I was like, I want to drop the sound from the song from TuneCo because they are applying these copyright issues. So no, don't. I explained to him that the theory we are applying will not work if we don't drop it. Then he said, okay, go ahead, drop it. Then I dropped the song from there. So what happened was, like, even if you are just playing it anywhere, when you upload on TuneCo, on TikTok would not restrict the sound you get. It would continue going. So after dropping it, then someone picks it, he does that challenge. Foster, shout out to her, the blessed child. And everybody begins to pick the sound from there. Many people coming in. So it was a hit even before we thought of Your Maps. This is why I was refusing for 3 days. Like, no, I don't want him.
And then, there's this perspective that people have of him. It's hard to get to him, or maybe can take care of this one. But you guys really look like you're rocking it music video.
Well, man, we have fought many battles. This was an ambitious project. It was like if that man you see there, I could see tempers rising from both sides, from Kandeke and him trying to get him. So no, we want to get him. He sang already. Why is it hard for him to be on the video? like I'm cooling him down. I'm gonna, Papa, please don't worry. Let's go the soft way. We'll get him. Like we kept pursuing him like many times. Why so Peter organized a TDU? Why else I got TDU? Why else until we got him like come here. Then he features in the video.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right, Mr. Crown. I don't know what theory you're going to apply this time.
You are going to be part of the theory. I don't want problems when I say people's babe. When I call babe, please, I need this. Yours is just to say yes. Because even with the manager, we have problems. When I'm saying I want this to be done like this, so. He needs explanation, and I see time is ticking. And I said, I don't need to explain. Just go ahead and do A, B, C, D. So even you, when I say, Edna, I want you to do this for me, blah. Whether you see it as a negative, just not behind, according to our theories that has been planned, it's going to go through.
Okay. Shout out them. Anything you'd like to say, your social media handles, how do they get to you?
On my social media, Facebook, just follow. Make sure you follow Mr. Crown, the Buffalo, on Facebook. Make sure, first things first, subscribe to Mr. Crown's YouTube channel, Mr. Crown, the Buffalo. Copy my link, let's share. People are claiming the song from different countries. So let's show the world that this song comes from Zambia. All the songs come from Zambia. So when we say Zambia Kuchara, the true definition, when you guys were saying Zambia Kuchara, I was like,
now you understand it.
What are they saying? But when I said, when we punched with it, don't go away. People from other countries, this is a song from Kenya. He's from Zimbabwe, Uganda. Then I saw now Zambians going to comment Zambia Kuchalo. Zambia Kuchalo, yeah, it's working.
It's working. Zambia Kuchalo for real. All right, my beautiful people, thank you so much. You already know, please remember to subscribe. Remember, the bigger the channel, the bigger the guests. And I hope Southern Province is really happy. We had one of your very own. So ask more people to reach out, and it's going to be better like that. Remember to subscribe, leave a comment. You know what time it is. It's hashtag Elevating the Industry.
Before you go, we've even cut.
Don't go.
Before you cut, when I told you that the guys back home are having it very difficult to push their music. When are you going to visit them? You share their challenge. You see what they go through. When are you going to visit us?
It's very easy, but I don't have a budget. You see where the difference is? Like, that's the difference. We can easily come and say, okay, yes, we're going to be like even there for like a week and shoot great content. But...
Okay, not even a week. 3 days.
2 days.
2 days.
But I would love to be there. I love Choma.
Yes, no problem. I know, you're from Macha Girls.
Yeah, we can make a plan.
Can make a plan.
Yeah.
Right now. You are ready to come.
Ready to come. Hi guys.
How many are you? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's check out kachena mashawe bakana mina.
Bagamba no mashawe hapo.
Bakana mwasonta tocha.
No mashawe. No mashawe. This one has to be very, very, very clear. We are making a covenant. What is here is a phone. I want the people to know. I want the people to know that a deal is sealed here. Yeah. So the guys are having a lot of challenges. So you are saying as long as there is a budget, you can come. Unless you come mashabe. Up, guys. Berani kuno. Who is not willing to come to Southern Province?
We're coming.
Moto, sub.
Come and say it here. People from Southern Province need to know. Come here. You guys only cover Lusaka people, Copper Belt. Those from Southern Province, you don't. No, always want to be followed. When you come, you are the Kuja, let me tell you about Southern Province. You know the people, you've been there before, they are very good. If it's food, you are going to eat what they eat.
Right.
Yes. If they are eating Visage that day, don't expect anything better. You eat Visage with them. If they say they are going to slaughter a goat for you, you eat with them. So guys, agree Pamenia, when are you coming?
We need to think about it, you know? We'll tell the group. We are coming.
Okay. Time frame.
This very year.
As long as we are coming.
Okay. So when you come, you're saying you can be in Choma, right?
Yes.
Choma is good because it's a central place. Those from Karomo can easily
Can
move.
easily come, yes.
Yeah, very good. So you guys make sure you go there, you appreciate the challenges that people go through. Mzambo kamba je, "Eh, kusawa ni kudi bene."
So before we come there, you need to at least send us the names of the artists.
Yeah, we can also do our own research. What?
Budget. So budget yani mean transport na accommodation na food.
Azakamba musha, you know. We'll tell
Guys.
you what. Alright guys, till next time, it's #elevating the industry. Peace.
Join PARIPESA and access top bonuses, cashback, free bets, and many more.